Well, we have a new leader in the clubhouse for terror on the airlines, but we don't have any video of it, which I don't know. It's suspect because we always have video, but it's worth talking about. A woman who claimed to be former New Jersey Governor Christie's niece injured 6 deputies after she was kicked off a Spirit Airlines flight on Thanksgiving Day. It's 25-year-old Shannon Epstein. She was asked to get off the plane in New Orleans after she asked a Latino family sitting nearby if they were smuggling cocaine. When deputies arrived...
Were they?
It's funny.
Were they?
Let them answer.
Never got a clear answer. So when the deputies arrived, she refused to get off the plane. She started getting wild in the jet bridge, became extremely combative.
Well, so were the deputies called because she asked the question?
I think so.
You don't,
like she was harassing people.
It's fentanyl. It's not cocaine.
That's right.
It's in case anyone's thinking about questioning any Hispanic people on a Spirit Airline flight. You go with fentanyl every time.
If you can afford cocaine, aren't you on Delta?
Yeah, you're not on. Thank you.
You're just muling it, Orny.
Yeah, that's right.
They're just mules.
It's an overhead
corners.
Did she? Maybe she saw something and she's saying something.
No, maybe. Well, don't
point.
you remember that movie Maria Full of Grace, where I think she was in Mexico and they make you swallow the balloons of heroin, and then it burst while she was on the flight. Some tough stuff.
Yeah.
So in the scuffle, she injured 6 deputies, biting one, breaking the skin, kicking another one in the crotch. The sheriff's office said that Epstein shouted that the deputies were going to lose their jobs and end up in jail because she was related to powerful people who were friends with former President Trump. She didn't name Christie, I think, in the moment, but that's who she was referring to. She was handcuffed to a wheelchair. She was getting so wild so that she could be moved to airport security, continued shouting vulgarities and trying to bite everybody. They booked Epstein with 6 counts of battery on a police officer, 3 of disturbing the peace, 1 of resisting arrest by force, and 1 of remaining after forbidden. I guess that means when you won't get off the plane. She paid a bail of about $11,000 and was released, and there you go.
Does the name Epstein need any more bad press?
It's a tough year.
Yeah. I can't even watch Welcome Back, Kotter anymore without having a
This
flashback.
Just took me to Pedophile Island. Yeah, the name.
Right.
They just had a story, and I don't even know what to believe. Oh, this one I believe it was. I think it was Odell Beckham fell asleep on a plane, and they had to walk him off with guards and stuff. And it's like, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this part that I would appreciate that I wish the people in charge would do. At a certain point, when it becomes clear that they're going to remove you, if you could just go, I will fasten my seatbelt and not say another word if you don't do this. They always go too late.
Yeah.
And it's like, I get where they're coming from. On the other hand, we don't have to do this. I can do it. She doesn't sound like she was ever going to do it. And then I don't know what this... I'm always torn because like Odell Beckham's like, I wasn't doing anything. I was just sleeping on the plane. And then they're like, you were asked to put your seatbelt on 13 times and you didn't do it, which sounds like it. On the other hand, those people on that plane, once you throw the switch, you cannot undo it.
No.
It's just now it is.
Yes.
It shall be, and that's what's happening.
And the more you fight it, the more the charges go up, and the more the plane turns against you.
Digging in.
Yes.
So I don't even know what Odell's thing was. Fell asleep. Wouldn't have his belt on.
Fell asleep and making air quotes.
It sounded like he had a few drinks and passed out.
Couldn't someone just buckle it for him?
I guess, but it. I don't know in this day and age if you want to be fiddling around a man of color's junk when he's passed out. You know what I mean?
Understood.
Especially after, is it Deshaun Watson?
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Turnabout's fair play.
I get it.
I was rooting pretty hard for him Sunday.
You know, the flying has gotten, it's just bad.
Yeah. But when's the last time, honestly, Orny, when's the last time you flew? Coach.
Flew last? Oh, not coach. Okay, I didn't know you were saying coach. No, I'll tell you, they're doing something now, which bothers me. There's no room for the bags in coach. They're bringing them to first class.
Oh.
We're not paying to have our stuff cramped. The lady, the flight attendant said, do you mind? She goes, whose gray knapsack is? I go, it's mine. She goes, could you put it under your seat?
Outrageous.
I go, no.
You're not paying an extra $1,000 to put that under your seat.
No.
I've found that if you do fly first class, the bins are all filled with this shit. I mean, let's talk about this for a second. Because I made this analogy on the show years and years and years ago, but I haven't brought it up since, which is, but it's more sort of global, right? So we've now decided that anybody who has money is the enemy. Every single thing I've read or heard about Twitter and Elon Musk, like rich guy. We got one rich guy. He's a rich guy. Yeah, Jeff Bezos is rich. He owns a newspaper. That's how rich guys work. They own shit. But it's like, we got a rich guy. This rich, they're working white every once in a while. Like a rich white guy is going to control. Yeah, that's what rich people do. They control things. They own teams and airlines and newspapers and online platforms. But we've gotten this crazy with this rich thing, right? And first class was first class. It was first class. You didn't enter first class if you didn't have a first class ticket.
Not to use the bathroom.
They fucking put a curtain up and they put a rope up, and you sure as fuck. When I started flying, if I thought I was going to dump my Samsonite off over the first class guy's bin, now it is frequently full when I show up because I like to get on at the end of the flight. Let everyone else go fight it out. But I get it's all full. You would never do that. You would never shit up the first class head. You didn't deserve that. But see, now it's like, fuck this guy. But again, you don't want to pay for the ticket. It's become a metaphor for our society, which is
you don't want to pay to check your luggage.
Who wants to complain the whole time, doesn't want to buy a first class ticket or pay for it or have the bathroom or pay to check the luggage, but you're willing to then use it. Well, and I thought, what is different than this? And people... they're kind of split about it. They're like, and they don't even enforce it. People just walk right through, go use the first class.
Then they come up the whole flight and start playing with stuff in their bag. They're like junks in your face.
All I'm saying is this. The analogy was, if you go to Dodger Stadium, you can sit out in the bleachers for $18, or you can get a skybox for $10,000. Mm-hmm. What if someone from the bleachers walked into your skybox like, I take a dump? You'd be like, no, I paid $10,000 for this thing. It's like, hey, man, what are you so uptight for? Like, what's wrong? Like, isn't every toilet for every anus? Like, that would seem ridiculous, but it's really just the same thing that applies, which is I paid more money than you. And this is part of what I get.
Not anymore.
Waiting for you to leave the bathroom.
No, the flight attendants are so afraid to get involved with anything. They're so afraid to say to somebody, hey, the coach bins are full. And I do still fly coach. I'll fly coach to Vegas this week or Southwest. Right. So, I do. But I know the rules. I stay out. I stay out at first if I'm not in first.
Right.
But the flight attendants are so afraid. They just sit there. They don't care if someone's kicking your seat. They don't care about anything.
No. And they're catching on. I don't think they're doing anything about it during the flight. But Adam, I forgot to tell you one of the announcements when we were leaving Hawaii, because I was in the fucking way back of the plane. They said, please, in interest of safety, please only use the bathroom assigned to your section.
Your cabin.
That's your
cabin. I hear it all the time. Right. I quote it. I stand up. Not your cabin.
Not your cabin.
We had a baby in first class, that's fine.
Yeah.
But while we're boarding, the parents are holding the kid up like it's a trophy, and everybody's stopping
like
and
the Lion King.
Look at the cute. I got to be honest with you. This kid was average looking, not a good looking kid, and it was holding up the board. So I hit the buzzer, called the lady, the flight attendant. I go, hey, tell them to put the kid down till we board. Mm-hmm. The plane takes off. They let them march up and down the aisle and get all the attention they want. But we got to get back to Los Angeles.
That's right.
I'm the only one with common sense on this plane.
Yes.
With the balls to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody had to say it.
Yeah.
Kid was average.
5,
at best,
6.
At best.
Wasn't like it didn't have the
sparkle.
It factor.
Mm-hmm.
Was a Gerber baby.
I looked at it. I said, that kid just. That's a coach-looking baby.
Yeah.
And the parents were average, too, so I knew it wasn't like this,
Is their kin.
And people are afraid to say it. Not all these kids are good-looking, and we need to stop pandering to these kids.
Why, we shouldn't...
By the way, let me just finish by saying this.
Please.
Sorry to interrupting your own show.
No.
But why are we so fascinated and excited about kids? They're pretty easy to make.
Yeah,
very. Think we figured that out?
You make it by mistake.
Yeah. Just don't pull out. And not only that, But it's probably a bad thing to be completely focused on the aesthetic from 0 to 4 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just constantly talk about how pretty you are and look at those eyes, all that stuff. We try to create a society that doesn't focus on the aesthetic, but yet they get a mouthful of it from the time they're born to about the time they, hit the first grade. It's nothing but people leaning over them, talking about their aesthetic.
It's OnlyFans grooming.
That's right.
Wow,
it's grooming.
And setting them up to
That's
expect that they deserve. And this kid knew. The little kid saw everybody, and then the kid made eye contact with me and knew I saw through it. And the kid knew.
Wow.
Knew. The kid knows the kid's not as hot as other. When the kid's in the carriage, passing other kids in the carriage, you know as a kid whether you got it.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And so when the kid saw, Uncle Orny sitting there in his seat, and I just gave him the look. He goes, "You're right."
Yeah, knowing
saw
that.
Not going to work on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think he knew you were Jewish?
I think, I don't know.
Do you think that factored in?
I'm going back in the Jew closet.
Go back in the Jew closet. Let things cool down just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's gotten bad fast.
I know.
It really has.
There
Let
was
it
even
cool down.
the Department of Homeland Security said Jews keep your head on a swivel. I've just got an alert.
Yeah,
from
I mean,
NBC
the
News that
rise
said that.
in anti-Semitism just on this podcast.
I would not put on ceremonial anything Jewish and walk up and down, New York City these days or Fairfax.
It makes me
I wouldn't do that.
My mom in Kansas, I don't know if she wants me talking about this, but whatever. Well, she was also there when the shooter shot up our Jewish community center, and she was there. She just took off her fucking Star of David. She's like, I don't feel comfortable wearing this right now. And I was like, fuck that. I'm getting a shirt that says latkes and dreidels. Like, this is so maddening. This is like, it just feels ridiculous. I guess until it happens to me, it feels ridiculous.
Yeah, but these people don't know what a latke is
That's
or a
true.
dreidel. I mean,
That's
that's not,
You're
Yeah.
reminding me I got to get my Italian horn out for the holidays.
That's right.
I can
That
see
was a
it.
good looking.
Yeah, with a thicket of chest hairs tangled up in it.
When that Italian horn medallion hit 79 or something.
John Travolta.
It hit hard,
Yeah.
man. I don't know what
Saturday
it
Night
was.
Fever, I would
but,
imagine.
But I should get mine out.
Remember
do.
the clatter ring?
No.
It was like an Irish ring. Maybe it was just a Boston thing.
Oh, I know.
Am
what
I
you're
saying
talking
it
about.
wrong?
I think it's yes. No, you're right. You're
I
right.
remember the mood ring.
Yeah, this is the clatter ring.
You've seen this.
And you wear it one way depending if you're available
It's
or
like a
not.
promisey ring, a virgin-y ring, right? It has a heart in it.
Yeah,
and
but
it
you don't-
depends what way the heart is facing.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an Irish
You've
heart
seen
thing.
this.
And good for scoring or like.
Well, you'd know if there was an in.
Right.
You know what I
If
mean?
it was even on the table.
This is basically when the gays adopted the bandana system.
right.
I was thinking.
Right? Is that what this ring is? A straight version of that? Like,
I don't know if sexual preference has anything to do with this, but what I'm thinking is we get you a few of these rings, you hand them over to the people that you think you've crossed over to.
Charlene
Yeah.
Tilton.
Yeah, you let them know. You go, you let me know. Look
Yeah.
at that. It looks like a chess piece.
Right. Which way you're going to wear this, and then that'll be my indication.
You put it on a direction that says single or spoken for, or how's it work?
I think the heart
Virgin.
facing your heart probably means, I don't know, something.
The cab lights
Gina,
off.
what's going on with chimes? Are they still a thing?
Like wind chimes?
No, like chimes, like your kid's name and
Oh, charms.
Charms, chimes, yeah, charms.
Charms are all the rage because you
Are they still hot?
on Tiffany and David Yurman and all the jewelry sites. That's big to get that engraved charm.
You get your kid. You get,
Right, Brian?
You get like your
My
dog.
mom has any number of charms.
Really?
It's a different generation than obviously Gina, but my mom, I imagine it's big amongst your mom and her friends.
Yeah, the Tiffany charms with the engraving.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
That's a
Grandkids'
thing.
names.
Right.
Oh, okay.
The birth dates. It's the only way I remember that shit.
I had Lucky Chimes for breakfast. They were magically delicious.
Well, let's talk. I don't know if you guys have seen this new trailer for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Do we even call him Prince Harry anymore?
I hate God. Do I
Oh,
hate
you're
this
going to
shit.
hate this trailer.
God,
I'm going
do
to
I
show you a
hate
minute.
that.
I
of
haven't
it.
seen it. I'm excited.
It's dropped, and the couples take some shots at the royal family. That seems like the whole purpose of this.
Quick question.
Yeah.
This is for what? A show,
Netflix.
a movie?
It's a two-parter on Netflix.
They got
Wait a minute.
100
Is it Hulu or Netflix?
Netflix. I have it as Netflix.
They got $100 million deal.
Poofa.
I don't know why I hate them so much.
Well, you'll know when I play this for you. But it's called Harry and Meghan, and it shows a lot of the drama unveiling behind the scenes. Harry talks about the hierarchy of the family, claiming people inside the camp were leaking stories about him and Meghan. Meghan claims everything changed after she got married into the family, the hatred, the racism. This is a minute-long trailer. Enjoy.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 2 volumes, one December 8th, one December 15th.
A pox upon anyone who watches that shit. These are this is everything that's wrong with everyone under 40. These two. Fucking richest, most privileged people on the planet just walking around with issues. So this thing of we were that, scared. She is an ingrate, which to me, the worst. I hate it when people have a crazy life of privilege and then just never, they're always put upon. They're talking about there's a target on her back. She always does the thing. Well,
don't forget about the bowing conversation that you loved so much. When she goes, I just couldn't understand it. I couldn't wrap my head around it. When Harry said, you're going to meet my grandmother, who's the Queen of England, and, do you know how to bow? And she's like, why would I bow? This is grandma. This is your grandma.
They're both such useless, self-entitled sacks of shit. With $100 million, have never stopped talking about how tough their life is and how they're attacked and they're hurt. $100 million deal from Netflix. I hope they fucking lose every penny on those 2 idiots. And then also, so it's the same with the Obamas. Like, they got a $100 million producing deal. What the fuck do they know about producing anything or creating anything? Which just kind of show they just want everyone's name on everything now, but it's so gross. Yeah.
Oh, you love him.
Ugh.
Let's talk about somebody who
I don't know. Do I hate him more or her more? Because they're both fucking horrible.
I think you know the answer to
her.
That.
Do you think,
I hate her because she's always doing the race thing.
Can I ask you to have an open mind and perhaps watch this documentary and then
I will watch it. Yes, I will watch it. I watch Michelle Obama's forum for women just to have a fucking laugh.
All we can ask. And then at the end, if you want to declare that you like this promo more than the show, much like the sex hotlines where you liked.
What's she doing with that other dude's dick in her mouth? That's what
Markle?
I'm saying.
Well, what kind of acting is that? It's just, okay, so what's going to happen is, everybody quiet on the set. She's going to be going down on you, and then it's important you stay hard. She's going to stop, look at the camera, give some information. If you cut, you got to stay hard. You can't lose. Where's the other actor?
No, I'm good. Do I need makeup for this?
No, it's just you're actually out of the shot. The only thing we need is your pecker. If you could keep your pecker hard and tall. No, I'm sorry. Your agent said that you had an unbelievable ability to sit there during copy and stay hard.
Hey, do we need to love him up or can I boom him?
We're going to boom him. It's going to be fine. He just needs to...
Does he have dialogue?
He's going to grunt. If he could maybe improv at the end, like do it or...
Is this Italian horn going to reflect off the lights or take it off?
You guys are worrying about way too much. If we could just do one. Why don't we do a rehearsal?
I'm getting lockjaw over here. Can you
keep sucking. Put some gaffer's tape over the Italian horn. It'll knock the glare off.
Yeah.
Cut. We got to change the film.
Does she need to be mic'd because she doesn't have a shirt on?
Yeah.
Can I boom her?
You can just boom it over.
I'll boom her.
Yeah, let's boom everybody. If we could just try one, everybody.
If the boom mic dips into the shot, don't suck it. That's just the boom mic. Not everything that's longer than it is wide and black is a cock,
Got
okay?
it.
I've had this problem in other sets before.
You're only interested in sucking my cock. You don't want anything else in your mouth.
Wait, but the copy says I want to suck the viewers.
Okay, can we have quiet on the set? Everybody back to first position. If we can take 52, remember, don't say Holocaust this time.
Okay, I don't want to do, I know I'm only the boom mic holder.
Yeah.
But I will do lobs as well. Anyway, forget about my credentials.
They're not wearing any clothes.
Your inner monologue is, I'm sucking off this guy's hog, but I wish it was yours.
Copy
I don't
that.
want to direct this from the sound station over here, but did I capture the essence of what this is?
It's for you. The viewer should see the pecker as their pecker. As you can see, we've cast a very generic
Hold on.
pecker.
What?
Yes, you have what I would describe as an ordinary,
I don't know if that's
run-of-the-mill,
true.
not too big, not too small, certainly not thick,
It's above average for sure.
Not memorable.
not memorable.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Oh, if we could not fight, if we could just get through this.
Okay,
What
you want to take?
What are
Can
the
I say
lines again?
this?
What are the lines? Hold
the lines
on.
are,
Oh my God.
call now. I can't wait to have your pecker in my mouth.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm sorry. The ad agency just asked me if we could do a take. His pecker is so small. We actually think you could do it with it in your
can
mouth.
Oh, you know, I think
actually
that's
do
doable.
the line.
That's
I have a
doable.
solution to this problem. And by the way, in case you think I just fell off the turnip truck, I just did Grandpa Al Lewis's 900 commercial. So I've
know
worked
from
with
a
some
thing
pretty
or
big
two.
outfits.
Did you get hit?
I just did the boom.
Okay, but did he hit anybody on the set?
He punched a grip, but
Okay,
I'm
that's-
not here to tell tales out of school because I'm
Right.
a professional.
Yeah.
Look, I got a bigger than average hog, and it stays hard all day. I'm hard now.
Okay.
And
Oh, this is a union gig.
anyone
There's
can
anyone
hold a
walk on
boom
set.
mic, but not everyone can hold a boner
I think
over
I
53
think-
takes. Well, I think you've proven you haven't. What if I just slide in?
They switch.
Is there any value? How would you feel? I want to get the actress's
Thank
opinion
you.
about having two men feet to feet. You were in the middle. You go back and forth.
Oh, that's good because I can use one of them like a phone.
Yes.
Like, call now.
Right. I
That's
would.
good.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I'm
wasn't
in.
suggesting that.
Two men are going to shoot me here and then over there, I assume? Like
No,
two-
you're going to be feet to feet laying down. She's the star.
yeah,
Yeah.
you
I
use some
don't- yeah.
trick photography to make two of me.
We were talking about the old swap out.
Oh,
Not-
you actually want to replace?
We're not going down the double dong highway, if that's what you're asking. I was saying we swap my rock hard piece of sculpted alabaster out for this flaccid winch.
Can I see it?
It's out.
Let me see.
Hey, buddy, you're
Hold
talking a lot of shit for a flaccid weird. Let me take a look. Oh, that is pretty
Yeah.
impressive. It actually is very impressive.
What's your? I forgot your name again, sir.
Rocco.
Rocco.
Yeah.
Do you know how to hold a boom mic?
Anyone can hold a boom mic.
That's true.
Yeah.
Rocco.
I
Yeah.
was told this is a union gig. I don't think I'm allowed to touch that boom.
How about this? Is this a crazy thought? We mic Rocco's pecker, and he booms the. Then you feel like you're part of it. Do you know what I
I'll
mean?
boom whatever I'm going to boom, buddy. I'm Rocco.
This is not a union house.
You used the
Grandpa
word
Al's
grip.
shoot was.
Yeah, Grandpa Al had a grip.
That was a union.
Was
that
there
a
craft
union.
services?
Well, fuck yeah, it's
Wow.
union.
Extras?
No, we didn't need extras on that shoot.
Look, I don't care whose cock is in my mouth, but I got another shoot in 15.
Okay, but are you going to get your lines right? Let me hear the lines
Okay.
again.
I call now because I wish it was your pecker in my mouth.
Okay, could you do it with more conviction? You're sort of looking up. You're kind of looks
Yeah.
like you're thinking
Hold on.
about your
let me grab
lines.
this boom mic here.
Yeah.
Don't dip it.
Call now because I want your pecker in my mouth.
Okay. Well, I need you to think about little boys picking up the phone and calling you.
No, that's-
Oh, okay,
the
I got it.
Grandpa
I got
Al.
it. No, I got it.
You're
That
thinking
sounds-
about Grandpa
No,
Al.
but-
No, that's a good.
man.
That's a good
I want you to
direction.
think of perverted
Little
men
boys.
like
Little
Rocco.
boys.
I'd like to
boys?
point out that I didn't start to go soft until he mentioned little boys.
True, I just came, but I'll be back.
Okay, you said I'm talking to little boys.
Is there a way for us to redirect the calls from Grandpa's line to this line?
I think you're overthinking this.
Okay.
I shouldn't have brought that up.
Go ahead.
Okay, little boys. Oh, you are so cute. You call now, and then maybe you'll know what the pecker is in my mouth.
Okay,
don't
a
know.
little
cute.
old, maybe 18 plus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't mean little. I mean,
This is not coming back at this point.
You want her looking right at the lens, or should she be looking at the
you
cameraman?
look right, like that's the lens. Pretends that.
Yeah,
look
Okay,
right in the.
got it.
right at the lens.
You're the boom guy? Mm-hmm. Okay.
No, he
Well,
was.
no.
no, he's first pecker now.
Okay.
Yeah.
He went
I'm
from
the boom guy now.
Your second
right,
pecker
right.
boom.
It was really fun working with you. Okay. Call now because I want your pecker in my mouth.
Yeah. And
Is
what
that
was
good?
that? But there was that extra tag. Remember
Oh.
the funny tag?
Right. Da 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 da. Oh!
Were we rolling on that? Because that was pretty good.
It was
hard
pretty
again.
good, but you weren't fully hard. Again,
Yeah.
something
felt pretty
happens on the
hard.
camera. Oh, it did?
It felt pretty hard.
Do you
Yeah.
think? Why don't you get him hard,
Okay.
then do the line?
Do we have a fluffer? Is this a union house?
No, you can fluff yourself.
Because the Grandpa Al's shot. They had a fluffer.
I'm sure they did.
And scene.
Scene.
All right. Thank you. Gina, why don't we bring it home?
That would be awesome. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news.
Gina. That was the news with Gina Grad.
Well, you can go to Tucson to the Rialto Theater and see me doing stand-up there December 15th. And then we're all heading to the Improv December 16th and 17th. And we're doing 4 live shows there and some stand-up there at the Improv in Tempe. And then Orny can be found at the Brea Improv coming up December 16th through the 18th. And then off to Jimmy Kimmel's Club. Sell out December 29th and 30th.
I need to sell out Brea.
Sell out Brea, please. And the special More Than Loud is available wherever on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And
just hit 1 million. Sorry, just hit 1 million views.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yep.
What's Wrong With Orny Adams, the name of the podcast. You can check that out as well. And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Orny Adams and Gina Grad and Bo Bryan saying mahalo.